Hey guys, welcome back to the last episode of Let's Talk Spearfishing and Spear Guns. Today we are going to talk about rubbers, rigging, and floats actually. So first of all, we talked about this very briefly the other day. You have single rubbers versus double rubbers. So typically when we double rubber a gun, we go down a size in the rubber. So this is a 16mm rubber, which is a single rubber, and then we've got twin 14s on here. So this is going to give us more power if these guns were the same. Also gives you the advantage that you can, if you're just shooting for a small fish, quickly load one of the rubbers and get that shot away. The other option, which we don't actually have in stock at the moment, but you can get roller guns, which the rubber starts at this end of the gun, comes all the way along the bottom, goes around the roller at the end, hence the name of the name, and comes back onto the shaft here. The advantage of that with a standard rigging gun like this, when you pull it back and then let it go, it will shoot that shaft out and it will have force on that shaft until this point here when the rubbers go slack. Okay, with the roller, because the rubber is going around and then coming back this way, it means that the force is on the shaft all the way to the end of the barrel. And also because you have a force going this way and a force coming this way, you don't get the recoil on a roller gun. So that's things to look for. The next thing we're going to talk about is gun rigging. So if you just come over here, this is a standard rig gun which has the shooting line wrapped around it, 3 times the length of the barrel. Like we talked about the other day, this will give you 5 times the range of the gun. If you put a reel on it, you've then got potentially unlimited amount of line. And what that means is that, probably more importantly, once you've shot the fish, you can swim to the surface. The fish can take off a little bit, and then once you're on the surface, you can then play the fish from the line and do it with a better without having to fight it as you swim back up to get to the surface. Reels, I would recommend not jumping straight into a reel. Use a simple gun first, get the basics right, get handle on how everything is in the water, making sure you're not getting tangled. If you then add 100 meters of Dyneema, it can make it a little bit tricky in the water. So definitely an upgrade of something you can do, and any gun will take their own type of reel. So this one is the Bochar reel. It won't fit on this Rob Allen gun, but it does fit on the Bochar guns because they have the attachment here, which that one there would fit on. So get the right reel for your gun, and it'll be a bit of a game changer. Thanks for sticking here this long, guys. Last piece of equipment we're going to talk about is floats. So these have a couple of different functions. First of all, gives you something to lean on when you're on the surface. If you're getting a bit tired, or you come up from your dive, jump onto your float and do your recovery breathing. So that's a really good option. Once you dive down, this is going to stay on the surface, which means that you're going to be visible. So anything that we can do to increase visibility once we're in the water, it's got to be good for us. So grab a float. You attach a line. These come with cheap and cheerful lines. Recommend upgrading to at least something like this, or even a hard line, less likely to tangle. We attach that to the float. We attach the other end of the float line to our gun. So that means as well, if we shoot a fish or we get ourselves into trouble, we can drop our gun. The float's going to be on the surface. Once we then get to the surface and get our breath back, we can then retrieve our gun. So yeah, definitely grab yourself a float. Come in different ranges. Cheap and cheerful single cell designs. A little bit more double cell inflatables. Come in hard floats as well. And then heavy duty, like the Remora. This is 35 litres. So these are for if we're shooting bigger fish. The fish aren't going to be able to pull these down, whereas they could easily do that with a smaller float. So again, different floats for different types of fishing. Come in store, have a chat to us, and we will sort you out with the right float so that you're seen, you're safe, and you're out there having a lot of fun. Catch you next time.